to the Abundology Podcast. My name is Renee Spears, and I'm coming to you from downtown Portland, Oregon. And this is the weekly energy update for the week of December 15th, 2019. Every Sunday, I talk about how the energy is going to be for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And this week is a very positive week. We are sandwiched between the 12/12 full moon and the solstice, which is on 12/21. And things are moving forward, lots of forward motion, and we're cleaning out the last bits of the old cycle to prepare for the big new cycles. And as I've mentioned before, we have lots of huge new cycles starting in January. A 36-year cycle, 29, 20, 3 13-year cycles. So we're cleaning up and letting go of the final things before those cycles start. And this time to me kind of is similar to when you're getting a new couch. So we've already moved out our old couch the last few months, and now we have this empty space where the couch was. And we're cleaning up the stuff that we found under the couch, the dirt, the popcorn, the Legos, loose change, dog toys. We're cleaning up all of that stuff to get ready to have the new couch be delivered. And this is a time when we're building on our foundation for the next cycle. Anything that you don't want in your life, it's time to get rid of it right now. We're choosing what we want our lives to be in a way that we may never have experienced or done before. We're going toward the big dream, the dream life, the life that we really want to live, where we're not settling. So this is a positive, happy week. So concentrate on really enjoying this week. Schedule in some happiness. Make a date with friends to catch up. Have a meal. Have a couple Christmas cocktails. Make a date with yourself to just be happy. So whatever will make you happy to be alive this week, do it. Just celebrate that you are alive. It's a positive week. We're coming to the end of these big cycles, and life is good. And this week is leading up, this positive week is leading up to the winter solstice on Saturday. And the winter solstice has so many spiritual meanings that make it more than just the shortest day of the year. So it's the shortest day of the year and the longest night of the year. And this signals a powerful transition point between the seasons. And because of this, it has been celebrated by virtually everybody over history, ancient civilizations, indigenous cultures, various religions, all of which have their own rituals for taking advantage of this unique energy. In pagan times, the winter solstice was referred to as Yule and was a celebration of the goddess or moon energy. It was believed that on this day, the moon would give birth to the sun, which kind of puts a magical spin on these times. The winter solstice is a time of quiet energy where you get the opportunity to look within yourself and focus on what you want and you need. It's a time to set some goals and intentions for the coming year and to examine and to let go of our past. And to make these changes within ourselves. The solstice is essentially tied to personal awakening. And the solstice is about looking inward and getting rid of the past you don't want to hold on to anymore, which is similar to what we talked about, for the past week or two of cleaning the crap out from underneath the couch. This is another opportunity to release the last pieces of your old life. So if you didn't write down the things that you wanted to let go of last week and burn the paper like as a symbol of release last week when we had the full moon, then you have one more opportunity to do that on the solstice. So a good time just to, once again, write down anything that you want to release. For me, it could be, since I'm focusing on manifesting a soulmate, it's going to be releasing maybe some old ideas about love and relationships that I've outgrown and have served their time, served their purpose, and are now time to let go. And then writing whatever those things are on a piece of paper and burning it. You can light it with a candle, you can go out in the backyard, build a campfire, whatever it may be, and then you are releasing it forever. And you have one more opportunity on the solstice to do that. And this is also a time to rest and reflect. The solstice, this winter solstice, is one of the most powerful points of the year as the axis of the earth pauses, it shifts, and it moves in an opposite direction. So for 3 days around the solstice, we experience the power of a standstill point and the shift of a direction in our life. So what we've talked about previously is we have our old life, so we're shifting from the old life, that being our direction, to the new life, and that being our direction. And the sun standing still is really a powerful metaphor for the energy available to us as the winter solstice to change the direction of our lives with intention and to build on this energy as we enter into this new year and all of these new cycles. So to recap, this is a very positive week. We're cleaning out things and moving forward to our big life. We're going to schedule in some happiness, schedule in some joy with our friends, our family, and with ourselves. And it's a time to ask ourselves, what do we need to do to fully get ready for our new life? And then do those things. And part of that, as we know, will be releasing the last bits of our old life, cleaning out under the couch. And at the end of the week, we have this magical solstice, a time to slow down and reflect not only on the past year, but the past 3 decades of your life. What have you learned? Focus on the wonderful experience you've had. Focus on what you've accomplished. Remember the loves that you've experienced, the goals that you've hit, the tough times that you've survived, the wonderful people and animals that have been a part of your life, the places that you've traveled, all your experiences. Be so grateful for these things. Take the time right now to really appreciate the life that you've had up until this point. And as always, thank you for listening. I'm so grateful for the growth that I've experienced doing these podcasts for the past 4 months. I really had no idea how this podcast would evolve when I started it. So I want to thank you for listening and enduring my learning curve as I go along. I have lots of wonderful new things to share this year and new ideas for podcasts, new great people that I'm going to be talking to. And the past 4 months, like what we've been talking about, I've just been building the foundation of this podcast. And it's now time to take it to the next level, and as I and my business move to the next level. Similar to what we're doing in our life, we've been building this foundation, getting rid of things that haven't fit in our life, setting the foundation for the new things moving into our life and how we want our life to be. And it's now time to have this week and pause and appreciate where we have been and really get excited about where we're going. So one last thing before we end, I just want to mention that all of my gift certificates are now $50 off. I'd love to work with you and help you thrive in the next part of your life. So you can buy them on my website at abundology.com. Get one for yourself and a friend. Or I should say, get one for a friend and yourself. So enjoy this positive, wonderful week, and I will talk to you next week.